So I've created this little mini presentation here for Molly as kind of like a guideline of what she could be presenting when she's trying to get this approved. So my first recommendation would be to bring up the prevalence of stress and depression. This was an article that I found that talked about how 45% of American college students claim to have more than average stress, with 12.7% saying they had tremendous stress. So obviously there's a high prevalence of at least stress. And then 34% also were experiencing depression. So we could use these VR headsets to guide meditation, and meditation is known to benefit both stress and depression reduction. The next thing I would recommend that she discuss would be the benefits of meditation, not necessarily with a VR headset, but just in general meditation. I've addressed them here on this slide. You can gain a new perspective, better manage your stress, increase your awareness, focus on present experiences, reduce negative emotions such as what's caused by stress and depression, increase your imagination, increase patience, and it's also good for lowering heart rate and blood pressure. So on this slide, she can use the constructs of diffusion of innovations, that's a mouthful, to talk about the VR program that she's interested in. The advantage would be that it provides all of the benefits that I listed in the previous slide, as well as a visual and audio escape. It's compatible with people's phones, so that makes it a high compatibility. The less expensive version, which is compatible with phones, is far less complex. Demonstrability and reversibility. If she can speak with the company she's looking to use as the program, she could ask for a 30-day trial, and this may make GGC more likely to adopt the program. Pervasiveness. So there are multiple rooms within the WRC where this could be done because it doesn't require a lot of space, and there's not really any moving around either. The cost of the program is $50, and then you could get 5 VR headsets for $1,000, the ones that go with cell phones, which would make the cost $10.50, which, considering how much GGC spends just in its exercise science department on things like a DEXA scanner and things like that, I would think that would be a low cost option. Clarity of results, the best way I know to do this would be to survey those who use it during that 30 days and see how effective it was for them. Reinvention, most programs like a VR program have their own updates that they do to where you don't really have to do anything other than click a button. When you compare it to like a PlayStation, you click one thing to update it and it's really simple. So that means it's really easy, not complex. So here are several of the opinion leaders and change agents here at GGC. Adkins is the Executive Director of Academic Technology and Campus Engagement. So because she's involved in academic technology, she'd be a good advocate for this program. So she'd be a change agent. We've got Anderson is a Senior Student Success Advisor. Again, another person that can be a change agent. So is Baker, as is Ball, who is the Payroll and Benefits Analysis. So if you can get them on your side, then it's going to help push the president to say, yeah, I approve of this program. Berger is the Senior Associate VP for Financial Operations. So they'd be more of an opinion leader. And Brown would be another Senior Associate VP who's involved with Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Because they're so directly involved with the students, if you can use them as a change agent, that would help with adoption. Cleveland is part of the Health Sciences Department Chair. That'd be a good change agent to speak with because they can advocate how this helps improve health. Griffin is a budget and program coordinator, so that's another person that if you can use them as an opinion leader and get them on your side, then there shouldn't be any problem getting the program adopted because they're in charge of that. Jackson is the director of Student Success Advising Center, so they'd be a great person to do advertising for the program, and in order to get people to adopt it, you would need it to be advertised. Joseph would be an opinion leader, especially because they're the president, so if you can get through to them, that's a great surefire way to assure that it's going to be approved. McRae is the director of student involvement and student center. I know they're involved with all the RSOs. That'd be a great way to market towards all the other RSOs to say, hey, can you guys speak about this with your group members? Sieber is the WRC coordinator, and so as I was speaking about in the previous slide, you would need a space within the WRC to do this. That'd be a great person to help you. If you could talk with them, they'd be a change agent to make room for these devices. Christina Moss and me, Sabrina Griffin, we run programs, RSOs. She runs Con. I help run Beta Kappa Chi, both of which are involved in exercise science. So we'd be some change agents in the sense that we'd be able to advocate to our fellow group members to say, hey, we're running this program for the next 30 days. You guys should come and try it, and we're offering these incentives. So as I spoke about in the previous slide, for members of Con and Beta Kappa Chi, we would try to incentivize them to be early adopters of the program. Early adopters help get the program out to the world saying, hey, this worked for me, and that makes people want to use it more. A simple thing that I would say that GGC could do would be to provide paper coupons to either Grizzly Dining or the GGC Cafe, or they could even work with Chick-fil-A and Starbucks to provide coupons from them. The reason I say paper coupons is because I don't know about you guys, but I tend to lose them. And that will save GGC a little bit of money because not everyone that uses it within 30 days is going to keep their coupon. They might lose it, or they might forget to use it if it's got an expiration date on it, and at which point that still saves GGC money while also having people had adopted said program and spoken about it. I know that's kind of wishy-washy way to do that, but it's an incentive. So I apologize, this slide did not transfer the way that it was supposed to from my other computer, but this is just a reference to the article I was discussing at the beginning of the PowerPoint with the prevalence of stress and depression amongst college students, if you wanted to see that data. And that's really all there is to say about using Diffusion of Innovations to get approval for VR headsets. I really highly would recommend that if you were to try to do this, that you get approval via GGC for funding rather than students. I do not think there would be much adoption if students had to pay for it, because students already are spending so much money on fees. That's all there really is. Thank you.